Hello, thanks for stopping by. This is the Sister Cousins Lifestyle Channel and my name is Sandy. And what we've been doing over here on my channel for the last few weeks is getting the home ready for Christmas 2023. And I've been sharing the journey along with you. So if this is your first time here, once you're done watching this video today, I would like to ask you to do two things. Check out the playlist in the description box and hit the subscribe button so that you can stay current as we continue on this journey. And if you are a returning family member, thank you so much for stopping back by. I appreciate you all so much. Now, in today's video, we are going to be doing the dining room table and we're going to be doing the bar cart for Christmas. So if you'd like to see how it all comes together, keep watching. So this is what we had for the fall season, and we're just going to go ahead and remove everything so that we start with a blank slate. When I first started doing home decor on YouTube, the first thing that I would do were tablescapes. I love doing tablescapes and just creating all these different looks, and I still enjoy it, but not as much as I used to. I really like a more simple look to the table now. I like a really nice centerpiece, but I don't necessarily like to have the whole table decorated like I used to. I will do it as we're closer to a holiday season or an event or something like that. But for everyday use, I really appreciate a nice centerpiece on the table and have my bar cart decorated nicely, and that's it. I'm really more into the simplicity of it all these days. So I'm just going in now and just kind of cleaning this off. And as I'm cleaning this table, I'm trying to think of what it is that I want to do for the Christmas season. I know that it's going to be simple, but I want it to be beautiful and I want it to make a statement just the same. But nothing can be beautiful if it's not clean. So it took me a long time to get this table together because, as you can see, it is glass and I do have to clean kind of under it as well as over it. It just collects so much dust and so many fingerprints. It is a beast to keep clean, but I do my best. My favorite thing to use for cleaning glass is 70% rubbing alcohol. I also like Sprayway, and occasionally I go in with some old school Windex. That always gets the job done. The key here is not to have any streaks. So now I'm coming in with a piece of garland that I got from Kirkland. This is the Norfolk Pine garland, and I feel like this is the best garland. If you like that look of the kind of the hanging cedar, the cedar pine, whatever you call it. If you like the look of that, it's very lifelike, and I think it's a great value for your money. And you can get these, you know, most anywhere. All the stores have them. Crate and Barrel, Pottery Barn, they all have their versions of them, but I feel like the one at Kirkland is the best value for your money, in my opinion. I wish that I had two for this table because that would really give me that full look, but I'm going to try to fluff this out and see if I can create the look that I want with just the one, because that's all I have available to me for this particular table. The thing I like most about this garland is that, you know, you can use it obviously to hang on a mantle. You can use it on a table in the middle of your table. You can roll it up and make a wreath. It is just so many uses for it, and I really think it's a good investment. And so once I get this look that I'm trying to create here, I have to think about what it is that I'm going to put in the middle. A few years ago, I thrifted this sleigh, and it had some red berries on it and green. And at that time, it worked for me. But now I was looking at it like, okay, how can I give this new life? Spray paint. That's always my go-to. So I took the berries off. Not quite sure why I did that, because since I was going to spray paint it anyway, it didn't really matter. But the green and red were no longer serving me, so I decided to put this brass color on here, and I'm giving this piece new life. This piece here I thrifted last year. I put that same spray paint on it. I had to put some painter's tape on the medallion that's on the side of it because I did not want that to be painted. But this is a deer with a candle holder. And so I'm going to put that on the table. And it was a glittery type of gold, so I kind of toned it down a little bit with that brass paint. So yeah, we're going to put that on here along with the sleigh. Now, this is proven to be a little challenge because of the garland doesn't lay flat, of course, and I'm trying to get this thing to lay flat so that it's not tilting over, but we'll figure that out. And once we get that secure, it's time to put the sleigh on there. And I'm going to go through the same thing with it, trying to get it stable there. I did kind of intertwine some of the greenery in there to try to help to kind of anchor it down. And I think I got it at a place where I feel comfortable with it. So now we're coming in with the sleigh to put behind the deer. And then we're going to fill that up with some Christmas balls or some pine cones, not quite sure yet, but we're going to put some greenery or something in there to fill that sleigh up. So I decided the first thing that we're going to try are some Christmas balls. And I just have these random ones. Some of them are kind of rose gold. Some are gold. They're all different shades, but that's okay. And I have this gold ornament candle, and I'm trying that up there. I'm going to decide against that because I don't feel like the deer is stable enough for that. And that candle was kind of heavy, and I don't want it to fall over and break my table. So we got to find another alternative find an alternative for that. But we're going to go ahead in here and fill in these balls here to fill this sleigh and give it a full look. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the post notification bell if you're not currently subscribed, because I can tell you now this will change before Christmas. I'm not totally satisfied with it. I think it turned out pretty, but I think that I can come up with something even better that I like even more for this space. So it will definitely change, and I'll build out the tablescape too as we get closer to the holiday season, because as I said, when the holidays are upon us, I do like to have a full tablescape, but for now I just wanted something. So here we go, taking this bulb ornament out because I thought about the fact that I don't want my table broken and I can see my grandchildren messing with that thing. So I have this LED candle, and it is in the green color, and my color scheme is hunter green this year, so I'm putting this candle in here, and I really do like the way that that's looking for now. We're going to move over here to the bar card, and we're going to just remove the things that we had. Now here are two other pieces that I don't think I ever shared on the channel, but they are thrifted pieces, and you know I have this music theme for my main tree in my living room, and I found these at different times actually, and they're candle holders. And this one was actually brass, and I tried everything to kind of restore it, but it was just I just couldn't restore it. So I know some of you may cringe that I'm spray painting brass, but I am, because I could not get it, clean to the point that I want. But anyway, I got them spray painted and everything. I'm taking everything off the bar cart. And my thinking at this time is that I'm going to use those candle holders some kind of way on this bar cart. So let's see how that turns out. This ice bucket is from Home Goods. I love stag heads. I love deer. And so I am also having that as part of my theme this year. So that ice bucket was perfect for that. This will stay in here. I think I got it last year or the year before last, and it is in the dark green color, which is also my color palette for this space in my home. And then I'm going in with this large ornament candle here. Now, I'm always looking at the stability of things because I do have grandchildren that are around. So I'm just kind of testing to see how this will work if I'm burning this candle or whatever, how this will look. So that's what I'm doing here, just making sure that this is a good choice. Also this year, I picked up this stag head wine holder that I thought was super, super cute. And I've gone back and forth as to whether or not I'm going to spray paint it in the brass color. But for now, we're going to keep him in its original state. And we're going to go ahead and place a bottle of Prosecco in here just for now. I will probably get a better bottle or something to go in here for the holiday season. But for now, this looks great, I think. I really do like the way that this turned out. So now I'm back over here looking at the table in comparison to the bar cart and just trying to decide if that's the way that I want it to be. This bottom portion of my bar cart, I rarely change that. That's where I house my adult beverages. I did have these glasses here. I thrifted these a while ago, and I thought they would be a good addition to this table. So I'm going to go ahead and put them there as well, just to kind of fill in the bar cart. I'm looking at it, and this is the way that my thought process kind of goes as I'm looking at something and I decide, you know what, there's something else missing. So I decided to put this little wreath here and kind of put this stag head bar holder. if I can talk, wine holder down in that, just to add some greenery and to kind of fill in some of that blank space. And I really do like that. It still has a minimal look, but I think it looks really, really elegant. Now let's go ahead and light this candle just to see what the vibe is going to be like over here in this space. One of the items that I do sometimes splurge on is candles. I love a good smelling candle with great packaging, and I can always rationalize the cost because of the burn time with the candle. They burn evenly, they burn for a long time, and the throw is amazing. And then once you're done burning it, you still have your vessel or whatever it came in that you can use for other things. Now this is one that's large enough that can be used for a candy dish, or I can even put another candle in here once this is done, a trinket dish, just whatever, you know, for Christmases to come. So I felt that I could rationalize the investment. Yeah, we're going to stick with that. But this is the way that the candle looks. I love it. One thing that I always keep in mind when I'm decorating my home is, number one, I have an open floor plan, and the space is kind of condensed on this first level of my home. So once you come into the home, you can see the dining room table. So it's important to me to have kind of like similar themes going through the home, similar colors or colors that flow together. So this is what I've done in my entryway. I do something kind of simple here as you come into the home, but yet it ties in with my overall theme. I have my bells in here. I have my bell and music theme tree that you can see upon entry into the home. So basically I want everything to flow. And then I also think about if I do something which I feel is kind of over the top, I like to do something simple someplace else. Now this is a little vignette that I've done in my kitchen. And then over here I have my very functional vignette here. So these are things that I use on a daily basis. But then I feel like I kind of went a little over the top with my coffee station. I have a lot going on here. So your eyes are kind of drawn into this with my big deer, and then I have my deer canisters and all the gold and the bling and everything. So I definitely want to tone other things around this down so that it's not overwhelming. I don't want to stress anybody's eyes out when they come into my home, just, you know, by having their eyes just kind of darting everywhere. So I like to think about that as I'm decorating to make sure that I balance out everything and not do everything over the top. In my living room, the same thing. I've done a very simple, what I feel very minimalist, a living room decor style, very mild, very calm, because I feel like I went over the top with my tree. My tree has a lot to look at. I've got instruments on here. I've got lights. I've got ribbon. I've got all types of ornaments and picks and things like that standing out. And that's what I want to be my focal point in here, not the rest of the living room. I want the rest of the living room to be relaxing in a place that you can feel comfortable sitting down and kicking your feet up and just, you know, feeling comfortable in this space. Sometimes that's really hard for me to try to balance it out because there's so many pretty things, and sometimes you just want to put out all your pretty things at one time. But I try to really, really remain aware that, you know, you don't want to overwhelm the space, and sometimes less is more. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope that you found something that was inspiring to you in this video. And if you did, please don't leave without hitting that thumbs up button. Also, if we're not currently connected, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is free to do so. And you can hit that post notification bell also. That way you won't miss out on any of my videos. We are just at the probably midpoint of my Christmas decorating. Probably not even. I've got a lot more content to be coming out. And I hope that you will come back to see what I have going on. And to my returning family members, thank you so, so much for your support. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope to see you all over here on my next one. Bye-bye.